Hello guys, welcome back to Calling It a Podcast, episode number 10. My name is John.
And I'm Kelly. Hi guys.
Hello, it's good to see your faces again. Welcome back.
We're back to doing the video element.
I know,
We're
it's
so excited.
so much fun, and it's just gonna get bigger and better, which is the good news.
So if you guys are only listening, be sure to go check us out on YouTube. And if
Yes,
you guys are on YouTube,
you can see our faces now if you've never seen our faces before. Although I guess you've seen the cover art before, which has our faces in it, but you get to see our faces talking in real time.
And all our hand motions we make.
Exactly, because we make a lot of hand motions. You get to see the drinks that we're sipping up on.
Oh, yeah. If you guys are watching, I got my Stony Clover straw in my cup.
Subtle flex. If you want to see our whole unboxing, it's on TikTok. So, all right. So today it's vacation story time.
Yes.
Just to put it simple, plain and simple. We went to California. It was a wild ride, but we did it. We're done.
Back.
We're back.
So,
but let's recap first off, just what we've been up to.
weekly recap.
So we were super jet lagged when we got back.
Oh my gosh. So our flight, I want to say it was like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
And we flew from Eastern time to California, so like East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah, so we lost 3 hours.
Yeah. And I don't think I felt
Actually,
it initially.
we gained 3 hours, then we lost 3 hours.
Like when we were there, I didn't really feel it, if I'm being honest. Like personally, I kind of went with it. We were super busy.
It was easy to roll with it.
It was easy to roll into it. Though when we got back,
whoo, it hit like a truck.
The rest of the week I was just like done. I was like, I can't move. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. I was just sleeping.
Yeah, we didn't do anything the week we got back because we were just so exhausted and tired.
But it was so much fun. We're going to talk about it more in this episode.
Yeah, you're going to get the full detail. But then, so that Monday, technically, we really tried to start it the week of, but we really didn't start it until that Monday. We started 75 hard again.
Well, 75 soft.
Sorry, we're not doing the full 245.
I think the 75-day soft challenge, the difference is there's only one workout opposed to two, and I think you're allowed to drink alcohol.
You are.
Is there another one? And like I think it can be any book rather than just like a
so instead of being nonfiction, it's any fiction or nonfiction book, which we've both chosen the fiction route. So just because it's more fun to read. But that leads perfectly into next week too. We're going to be talking about how our first week of 75 soft and our 2 restarts that we have had went.
So stay tuned for that.
Yes. So the weekend that we got back, we celebrated my brother's birthdays. They turned 8. They're twins. So we had a little birthday party with them. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
They had a football themed birthday party.
Mm-hmm. Their cake was super cute, you guys. It was like a little football cake, and they had like the little
football field. They had the goal. They had everything. They had it all.
So cute.
It was cool. And then Monday night we got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we have a Chick-fil-A problem, but I have to share our new Chick-fil-A.
Yes, we have rules
lifestyle now. So we decided. Well, I was listening to this podcast, and I wish I knew what the podcast was called because I'm blanking on it. But anyways, they were basically saying how you have to have rewards for yourself, like if you're living like a more, not that we live a mundane lifestyle, but if you're kind of feeling like every day is the same, do something once a week that makes your week kind of stand out, but something that you can look forward to. And I think we do that with a lot of things, whether it's like birthday parties or date nights. But we were kind of like, I don't know, personally I was kind of struggling with Mondays. Like it is just so hard to keep
Mondays suck.
And Mondays do suck. But we decided to start every Monday night we get Chick-fil-A for dinner.
And like, for example, we're filming this on a Monday.
Exactly.
So we're getting Chick-fil-A after this.
So we're getting Chick-fil-A after this. But it kind of gives you that when you wake up Monday morning, instead of going like, oh, it's Monday, it's like Chick-fil-A dinner night.
It's Chick-fil-A night, which if your reward is Chick-fil-A, it's pretty enticing to actually get up on a Monday.
I'm pretty happy with some Chick-fil-A in mind.
Knowing that that's our weekly treat, I was very happy.
And we're 75-day soft challenge. You're allowed to have like a cheat meal once a week.
One cheat meal a week. So that's our cheat
Monday
meal.
night.
Yeah. So then we also went shopping at Barnes & Noble and Target. We have a Barnes & Noble that was literally built next door to us. Like, I mean, we see, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, and we went to the one that was like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, so we did a little bit of a drive, but it was to get a specific book that we were looking for. So we're both, again, reading nonfiction books. We might do a whole book club episode someday.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah, like do a review on our books that we've read. That'd be a lot of fun. If you guys would want to do that, and if you guys like all want to read the same book together, let's do that. Like do book talk, but do podcast talk.
Okay.
Podcast book talk.
Have you ever got any book talk yet?
I haven't.
We were at Barnes & Noble, and they have a whole table called Book Talk.
Yeah.
Like books or something. It was like trending, basically, like what's on TikTok.
And I was
John
like, WTF
what
is this?
And I was like, it's like TikTok, but for books. And he was like, what? I thought that was so cute.
I was surprised. I had no idea what was going on, but apparently it's a whole culture. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But now it makes me want to review books for a living. So
I like reading.
me too. You've gotten me on a reading hook,
It's
a
fun.
reading binge.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we've been going to the gym and we've been doing our 45-minute just regular walks, and I just am walking, reading my book.
You're like going through like 100 pages in a 45-minute walk. It's impressive.
The first time I did it, I was like, I'm not going to embarrass you by reading my book on the treadmill, right?
No, I mean, I read my book too. I'm right there with you, so we both do it.
It's been nice. And then lastly,
this is all you. Go for it.
We went to Target for the Stony Clover collab on Saturday morning. So much fun. We got a few good pieces. We got my little straws if you guys are watching on YouTube.
I tried to get us up at like 3 a.m. on technically Friday night into Saturday morning to shop the online haul, but I don't think either of us was feeling it, so we just didn't.
I just can't.
So, and then
I heard a lot of people's orders got canceled.
It does not surprise me. They probably overbooked it times 10.
I didn't get to tell you guys because the last episode I talked about my Lululemon bag supposed to come. They canceled the order. They didn't tell me. Had to go through all the support, so no belt bag for Kelly.
Yeah, we're still on the hunt for a belt bag.
That's okay.
Like I've seen so many people. Like there was someone at our dog park today with a belt bag.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it had the neon. Okay, it could have been a knockoff.
It could have been Target.
We're on a higher floor, so I can't see.
PSA,
but I saw,
Target has a knockoff.
Supposedly they do. What colors are they?
Neon pink and neon yellow is what I've seen.
Never mind.
So far.
They had the knockoff. It was
they
a neon
have a
yellow.
big zipper in the front.
Yeah.
Target.
It was the knockoff. Yeah. Never mind.
Although Lululemon has the same colors.
Okay. Well, fair.
They're just
so
from older
I couldn't really
ones.
tell.
Okay.
So, but nevertheless, someone had a belt bag on today.
I'm so jealous. I want a belt bag so bad.
We'll find you a belt bag. Don't worry.
Anyway,
I promise you.
Sorry, that is the.
It might be Christmas, but I will find you a belt bag.
Oh no, that's so long.
It's only.
I need it for Hot Girl Summer.
Well, here, hold on. Hey Google, how many days until Christmas?
Christmas in the United States of America is in 258 days.
258 days till Christmas.
Okay, I can wait that long.
We are under 300 days till Christmas, and I just got really excited for that for no reason. Also, just a side note, I freaking love my Google Home. It's in our kitchen. We have like the one that has the display.
The Nest.
The Nest Hub, yes.
We should start doing like a weekly favorites thing, so we can share like favorite products and stuff.
Like that is by far, love it.
I think that would be fun to do after our weekly recap.
Oh yeah, sorry for my little side tangent.
Okay.
Okay, so should we get into vacation story time?
Vacation story time. So we went to California for spring break.
We did.
And we were there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and travel day home on Tuesday. We had a long travel day.
It was.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. So Friday.
John was our travel agent.
Yes, I kind of took up the travel agent role. I really enjoyed it. I nerd out about that type of stuff. Like I found the hotel. Well, I didn't find the hotel. We got recommended a hotel. I booked the hotel. I booked the flights. Yada yada yada. So I was, Friday morning we were passing out boarding passes to everybody, getting ready to go. Texting.
We woke up, I think, at like 2:33.
Yeah, you and I woke up at like 2:15 in the morning to get ready to go, and then we picked everybody up for the airport at 3 a.m. Headed there, 4 a.m. at the airport, 6 a.m. flight. It was a long one.
It was a long flight. We took 2 flights. We had a layover, so our first flight was 4
hours.
And then our second flight was only an hour and a half, which was so nice.
Yeah. But I think by the time that we landed for our first layover, we had not eaten any food. We were tired. We were hungry. We needed caffeine. So we were all grumpy by the time we got there. So we got, I think, McDonald's.
Yeah, we got McDonald's.
We paid like $56 for the 4 of us.
So you know how Diet Cokes are like $1?
Yeah.
It was like $2.50 for a Diet
ridiculous.
Coke at the airport.
Like,
and I get like
again.
West Coast prices, but that was just the airport taking
that was not West
us.
Coast prices. That was the airport just reaming us for our money.
So we had the early bird flights. Our plane ride, I feel like we should go over what we like to do on airplanes.
Yes. So
thankfully we were sitting next to each other.
We all luckily did get to, we didn't pick our seats, but we got luck of the draw. We all sat at least, we had 4 people traveling total, 2 groups.
Yeah.
So we had 2 and 2 each time, which was really nice.
It was. I personally like to listen to music or watch a movie.
I'm just about the same. I'm not much of a flight reader. I'm more of a no. So usually thankfully we flew Delta, which I had never flown Delta before. So it was my first Delta experience, and they have Wi-Fi on their flights.
Oh, that was nice too.
With the mobile network we have, yeah, which blew my mind away because I could actually like watch YouTube videos. But usually if don't have Wi-Fi, because usually I fly the cheaper airlines.
Yeah, we did get to watch YouTube on this flight.
Exactly. So and I usually end up just downloading a podcast or downloading a couple of movies on Netflix. I think I downloaded like all the Avengers movies on Disney Plus to watch. I didn't watch a single. I don't think I watched a single thing that I downloaded.
Really?
No.
So I downloaded a bunch of movies on Disney because our Netflix account had too many downloaders on it.
Netflix, don't kick us off the account, please.
Yeah. So that's what I like to do. There was also a heat wave going on. So when we left Ohio, I think it was like 35, 40 degrees.
It was cold.
When we landed in California, it was 85.
Which was amazing.
It was so nice.
Because we caught the tail end of the heat wave, so it wasn't like 95 degrees. It was a cool, clean 80.
Yeah, but it was so funny because it was like you woke up and it was so cold, and then when you like at the end of the day, it was so warm. Like we were wearing shorts and a tank top.
So then when we landed, we got out. We did a little. So we went to. Can we say where we went?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of a tour of the city. We kind of saw some of the bigger landmarks in Sacramento, and then we went and just hung out with your brother because that was the whole point of the trip, was to go visit your brother.
The whole point of the trip was to see my brother, since we haven't seen him since the start of the pandemic. So that was really fun. And then I think we were all just like catching up because we haven't seen him for so long.
It was a lot of catch up. We got dinner. It was a good time the first night. You know, we had probably 6 hours from the time that we landed between when we landed and went to bed. Yeah. So
we got In-N-Out for dinner.
We did. We got In-N-Out.
Really good.
Yeah. In-N-Out burger is just fantastic.
Now, I will say, unpopular opinion, I didn't really care for their fries.
The fries were subpar. They were okay. I think I've had an In-N-Out burger once in my life, and I don't really remember it all because I was younger. The burger, fantastic.
It was so good.
Oh, we went back for more, which you guys will hear more about later. It was great.
So then on Saturday, we woke up early, got donuts, and went to the Sequoia Forest.
Yes.
Which was really cool. So those are those really big... Like,
the tall trees. So then it's not the redwood forest. They're commonly confused, I think. I thought we were going to the redwood forest.
I thought so too.
But I think it was different.
I think they did have redwoods there.
They did have redwoods there. So they had the sequoia trees. They were huge. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll insert a picture here. But
yeah, they're on my Instagram too.
Yes.
I posted a picture. But it was just really cool. So we went on like an hour, 2 hour trail, like a hike.
Yeah, it was. So we had a 2 hour drive.
Can you guys imagine us hiking?
I know you had a 2 hour drive there.
People.
no one in our group were hikers. That's the funny
my gosh!
Like, none of us are nature people.
Like, just to really emphasize this, like I wore white sneakers on our hike.
The good news is they didn't get that dirty.
Yeah, they were my old white sneakers. I was planning for them to get dirty, but like, who wears white sneakers to go hiking?
True.
Did you think about that at all?
No, actually, it didn't click in my mind at the time. I just you always wear white sneakers, so I was just used to that. Like you've worn white sneakers when we've gone disc golfing before, right? When it's been raining and wet.
Did I?
You wore your white Nikes. Yeah.
I did.
But nevertheless, so we had a 2 hour drive there, and then our hike, and then
we got a burger place that was in the mountains. That was good.
It weirdly reminded me a lot of In-N-Out, except for the fries. The fries were different, but the burger was very similar, in my opinion.
It kind of reminded me of like it just felt like small town vibes.
It was very small town. It was the local shack. You know, they had they had the order window, the pickup window. It was called Giant Burger. If anyone's heard of it before, if one of you have heard of it, please comment because that would be crazy small world. But it was just out in the park, in the state park.
It was so random. Like
it was the most random thing. But your brother tried it before. There
was no cell service whatsoever.
No,
it was just interesting. Again, not very us, but it was fun.
It was something different. You know, kind of got us out of our comfort zone a little bit, which is nice, and that's something you just have to do in life is get out of your comfort zone. It was cool. It was a fun experience. So I enjoyed it.
Just did pizza and wings at my brother's apartment again.
Yeah, he had this wing place.
What was the flavor?
They had peanut butter, like spicy wings, and it had like actual peanuts on it. It was the best chicken wing sauce I've ever had. It officially dethroned Parmesan garlic from Buffalo Wild Wings.
I just didn't get the hype. I didn't like it. It was too much like flavor mixing for me.
That's fair. I get that. I can see why people would like it. But I'm also very
particular.
It was like a peanut butter curry is what I think it was called or something like that, or like a peanut butter Thai chili.
It smelled good.
It was really good. I enjoyed it, and the pizza was really good too. Yeah. And then we played Switch, Switch and drinks. It was a good time. It was
lots of champagne.
Yes, we popped a couple bottles of champagne, which was fun, but it was a celebration. You know, we were getting to see your brother again for the first time in a while.
And then Sunday we went to brunch. That was like the main thing we did that day.
Yeah, that was like the event because it was like a famous restaurant.
I don't remember what it was called.
I don't remember what it was called either, but I know it was featured on I think Guy Fieri's Food Network show. I know it was on the Food Network. I don't know what show it was on.
We got French toast. It was like it was like the size.
It was like a cake.
It was huge. How big would you say that was?
I mean, it was probably about double the size of your average iPhone in terms of like width
and
or length.
And it was like thick.
Again, if I'm getting fancy, I'll throw a picture in right here for us.
Okay.
So.
But it was really good, and then we kind of split a bunch of stuff because then we got eggs.
Yes.
What else did we get? Like
we got eggs,
bacon, sausage.
bacon. There wasn't any sausage.
No,
there were
not sausage.
potatoes.
Potatoes.
And then
that's
I
what
got
it
a
was.
biscuit on the side because you're not a biscuits and gravy person,
Yeah.
but I got biscuits and gravy
And
on the
it was
side.
really good. I felt so bad though. John was like, "Here, try this piece of bacon," and I dropped it on the
It
floor.
was the biggest piece
It
of
was the
bacon.
biggest piece of bacon.
There
I
were
was
3
so
pieces,
excited
one
about
big
it,
one and
too.
2 small ones, and I was like, okay, I'll give
And
you
it
the big
just
one.
like
I'll take the 2
slipped
small
right
ones.
through my hands. I was like, "No, the bacon!"
Like I think if we would have been in Ohio, like at a restaurant we've been to before, we would consider maybe applying the 5-second rule to that.
No.
It was a good piece of bacon. I
It
would
looked
have done
like
it.
a big piece of bacon. I was so excited.
It was like one of
about
those like glazed pieces. Like it had like a glaze on it with like salt and pepper.
Just thinking about it making me hungry.
I know we have to take another trip to Sacramento.
And then Sunday night was my dad's birthday, so we
Yes.
celebrated with a birthday party.
It was fun.
It was
a
fun.
good
We
time.
had cake. We did presents. It was just like a lot of hanging out. It wasn't
A lot
like a
of the
very
trip-
like adventurous trip, but
No,
it
we
was like
didn't
a
do too
fun
many
family
touristy
trip.
things. I
But
think
I
that-
thought we were going to do more touristy.
I thought we were gonna do more touristy things, but I also was totally fine with how it turned out.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And then Monday, on our last day, we found a new brunch spot.
did.
Which, if you guys live in California and Sacramento, you need to go check this place out.
It's called Huckleberries. Yes.
Oh my gosh! I wonder if it's like a chain.
It probably is somewhat of a chain out west, and the funny part is we weren't even going to go there in the first place. Like we had no idea that it
Yeah.
existed. We were going to go to a random place. It was like a hole in the wall. Your brother wanted to try it, and we walked in there. There was immediately posted on the sign that said, "We are short staffed, just like everyone else." We were like, okay, they probably still have a table. Every table was packed for like maybe 15 minutes at the
It
most.
kind of reminded me of like a fancy version of Waffle House.
Yeah, it was
because
like a
was
tier A
like-
Waffle House.
Yeah, it just like had the same exact setup. If you've ever been to a Waffle House, it was just fancier.
Yeah, and then we walk in and like, yeah, so it's probably going to be an hour before we can get you seated, and then it's going to be an hour for food after that. So if you guys want to wait, that's totally cool, but we only have one cook and one server today. I'm like, okay, we'll go somewhere else. So we Googled Huckleberries, and we had one of the best experiences of our life. Again, if I'm getting fancy, I'll put it right here. You guys can see the
was
majestic piece of food we had.
It was like waffle. We got waffle and fried chicken, right?
Chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles,
Yep.
and it was really good. It was like chicken tenders
It was
and
a
waffles.
magical experience.
We got these like little donut jelly things. What were those?
Oh, those were they were basically like a fried donut. Like if you guys have ever had a Chinese fried donut, like that, but without the sugar. Instead of like the cane sugar, it was like powdered sugar, and then it had huckleberry jelly, peach jelly,
Yeah, and
blueberry
and I
jelly.
think there was strawberry too.
There was only 3 types, so it must have been strawberry, not blueberry.
Okay.
And it was all underneath it, like on a big plate.
It looked really good.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I did not try it, but I was
I can't
so
believe you did
full.
try it. It was so good.
And then we went to Target.
We did go to Target because we're Target addicts.
Yeah, they had a lot of Squishmallows there.
Yeah, we ended up buying, I think, a deck of Uno cards,
Yeah,
which
and
we brought
then
home with us.
we gassed up the car because we had a rental car.
Yeah. And then we got In and Out again.
It was very good. And then we packed up and then we went over to my brother's apartment for like the last night, played Switch.
Yeah.
And I think
was a
In and
lot.
Out was dinner, yeah.
Yeah, In and Out was dinner.
Yeah.
And then I think, yeah, it was In and
Yeah.
Out for dinner. But we experienced California Costco. It was wild.
It was crazy. Like
Like
our
we think
Costco,
Ohio Costco's wild. I was blown. I mean, there were people cutting people off in the
They
lanes.
were like cutting in line because we had to get gas. And Costco gas is so stressful because it's always busy. But this one was like next level.
I mean, it was going down the street, and there was just this lady that just came up all the way around the entire line and just cut right in front of like 30 cars and just took her spot right in the line. So we almost
was
beat her to the
different.
line. We
Yeah,
almost
we
beat her,
almost did.
but yeah. So that was kind of like the meat of the trip.
Yeah.
Like that's everything that we did while we were there. And then Tuesday we had literally the exact same setup. Like we woke up at 2:30. We had to be at the airport by 4.
But we had our short flight first.
Yes.
Which was like so weird because I think we were all thinking it was going to be the same as going
Yeah.
home. So like after the short flight, we're like, oh, we're almost home. And then it was like, nope.
No, you're stuck in Utah. You've got a
Oh
long
my
way to go.
gosh. And our flight was a little delayed, which was nice.
Yeah, it was
'cause
about
we
an
were
hour and a half behind, but
able to
we
get breakfast.
we ended up being able to get breakfast, thankfully.
But it just pushed the whole day later, and then we were
Yeah.
so tired. I remember just like crashing when
I think we got
home.
Chick-fil-A when we got home.
We did get Chick-fil-A. We have a serious Chick-fil-A problem. Like it's
Again, we
so
moved
good.
right next to a Chick-fil-A, and it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
Like I wish we lived like out in the country somewhere that's not close, so we have to buy food for a whole week and can't justify going out to eat anywhere.
But it's so good.
It is.
Oh,
Just knowing that in about 30 minutes, we'll have Chick-fil-A in our lap. Makes me happy.
Oh, same here.
So,
but that is our California wrap up.
that is all things California. If you guys have ever taken a trip out there, or if you live out there, let us know what your favorite spots are. So next time we go back, we can go visit it. Because I think we'll go back some point in the future.
Definitely.
Might be a while just because of the pandemic, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier and briefly teased, next week, 75 soft and everything that we've been doing with it so far.
And if you guys are interested in starting it with us, feel free.
Yes.
There's tons of printouts online.
There's so
That's
many
what we've been
printouts.
doing. We have it on our fridge.
We go through,
and we
check
just,
it off every
check
day.
it off every day.
It's the most satisfying
It's
thing.
such a doable thing because it like works your mind and
Yeah.
your body.
Yeah.
Just
So,
healthy habits.
If you guys are listening to this now, start the 75 soft today and then join up with us in a week and let us know how your first week went.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you how our first week went.
I'm so excited.
Me
so plug your social.
Yes, so I'm at It's John Sparks on Instagram and Twitter.
And mine's Kelly Prepster, and then my TikTok is Kelly _
Yes,
Prepster.
we're still on the adventure to get Kelly Prepster on TikTok banned because they stole your account.
But it's okay.
It's okay. And then we're Call You Later Podcast on Instagram, Call You Later Pod on Twitter, #tweet you later.
Tweet you later.
Call you later.
Bye.
Bye.